I'm Swapna.
Hello, I'm Ahmed.
Nice to meet you.
This is Dipansh. I teach him, what do I teach you?
Music,
What specifically?
vocal and keyboard.
What's your occupation?
I teach music.
Okay. How did you get into this stream?
On a whim, I've been in IT all my life, but I've been playing music for more than 20 years. So last year I just decided that I'll take this up full time. So.
How has your degree helped with getting this job?
Not at all. I did my bachelor's in electronics and communication, and I've done my master's in computer science. So I never picked up any skills in school that helped me here. Of course, I was playing a lot in college at that time, so that's when I started my first band and all that. So I guess that helped.
That's cool. Are you satisfied with your job?
Oh yes, very much, very much.
What's your ideal job and environment?
Something where I have control. I think where I have some degree of control over what I can do for my day. So I think that would be the most ideal setting.
Has this job been your dream job since when you were a kid?
No, I've never dreamt of actually teaching music. My dreams were more, I guess, more glamorous, more on the other side of playing live and all that. But I guess this is the next best step.
What other jobs would you like to explore?
Maybe recording, sound engineering, something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Prakashita from Sancta Maria, and I'm Swapna.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Rahul Sehgal.
What's your occupation?
I'm a video game developer.
That's cool. How did you get into the stream?
Well, I used to be in the Merchant Navy. I was in the Merchant Navy 14 years and I didn't like it at all. So then one fine day I just decided to up and quit and do what I loved. And so I left and I went to Canada and I did a course in making video games. And then I got a job in Canada for a while. So then I moved to Hyderabad because I got a job with a video game company here. But then after some time I quit my job and I set up my own video game studio. So now I make video games for mobile phones, etc. And I also teach creative software in schools like Oak Ridge and Chirek. So I teach them graphic design and I teach them how to make 3D stuff. So yeah, that's what I do now.
How has your degree helped with getting your job?
It has nothing to do. I mean, firstly, I never got a degree. I dropped out of college and I joined the Navy, right? So I had a different kind of qualification altogether, which was equivalent to a degree, but not a degree. But then, that has nothing to do with this job at all. Zero. Everything I learned about this job, I did a diploma for it and I learned on the job.
So, are you satisfied with your job?
Yes, I'm very satisfied. Now I'm very satisfied.
Okay. What is your ideal job and basically environment?
What I'm doing right now, I work from home, I make video games. That's my ideal job. I'm doing it right now.
Has this been your dream job since when you were a kid?
No, it hasn't been. No, for sure. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot, right? And at some point, I couldn't become a pilot because of some problems. So then, yeah, I've kind of always regretted that. I've always wanted to be a pilot, a fighter pilot. Right.
And what other job would you like to explore?
I'd like to be a farmer. And yeah, I would like to be a farmer and perhaps, yeah, pretty much.
Any crazy ideas?
Any crazy ideas for what?
Like jobs.
Scuba diving and
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I've already done scuba diving. I would maybe kind of maybe a scuba diving instructor. That would be nice, right? That would be nice, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Prakashita from Sancta Maria. And I'm Swapna. What's your name?
Ankur.
Okay, nice to meet you. What was your occupation?
I
was an army officer for 24 years.
How did you get into the stream?
I finished my graduation in science, and then I wrote an examination called Combined Defense Services Examination. Then I went to a place called IMA, Indian Military Academy in Dehradun, from where I graduated,
So,
and I became a lieutenant.
did your degree help with getting your job? Did your degree help with getting your job?
Yes, no doubt, because the benchmark for getting into IMA was doing that degree and then writing an examination.
Were you satisfied with your job?
Yeah, very.
So what was your ideal job and environment?
What was?
Your ideal job.
Like,
and
what would you choose
environment?
if you weren't an army officer? And what kind of environment would you like?
I would have been a police officer, I suppose. Why should we be?
And has this been like your dream job since when you were a kid?
Yeah, yeah. Right from the time when I was in grade 2.
Cool.
Dedication.
Are there any other jobs you would
Somebody
like?
has to serve the country. No? Everybody can't make money.
Yeah.
Some people make money and the army spends the money.
Are there any other jobs you would like to explore?
Yeah, probably in teaching, and HR.
It doesn't just have to be the standard jobs, it could be anything. Up to like scuba diving to bungee jumping.
Oh, I've done all that. You know. In 24 years, I've done all that. Whatever adventure I wanted, I already have finished with all that. I probably would like to get into teaching and some kind of social service.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Prakashita from Santa Maria. And I'm Swapna.
Hi, I'm Sairam.
I'm Deepa. Nice to meet you. What are your occupations?
I work as an associate director with a company called United Health Group, one of the health insurance company in the US.
I work for IBM. I'm a solution architect.
How did you get into the stream?
So I started my career as a software developer. I'm basically a structural engineer. At the time IT was in boom, so I moved in. It's been almost 16 years now. So,
For me, my passion is always software, computers. So from my 7th grade, I think, in the school. So it was a very natural flow for me into the IT field.
Have your degrees helped with getting your jobs?
yes, of course. Post my graduation engineering, I was into entrepreneurial small firm. But when I wanted to move to IT, it was only for the IT people to get into IT. But being a civil engineer and then structural engineer, I did my master's in structural engineering, so it helped.
For me, yeah, kind of yes and no. I went through all the hoops and to get into the software development field. Started with a basic data entry operator, then gradually progressed.
Are you satisfied with your job?
I'm happy. I'm happy doing what I do.
Yeah, same here. Very happy.
So do you have any ideal job and environment?
Like, what kind of environment do you like to work in?
Okay, so we worked across the world. We lived in US for some time, and then back to India. There's a lot of geographical difference, cultural differences when you work outside and in India. Especially when you work in US, you have priority for the family life. So at the end of the day, you don't see people in the office after 5 o'clock. In India, it's not the same. So you see people continue to work by nature, by culture, and by definition of the job. People continue to work. Family life low priority. People do take balance of it, but I think culturally we are east side of the world, more working, spending more time in work life than the personal life. So an ideal job, if you want me to define, where you have an equal balance of work and life. But when you come to this part of the world, this is standard. Uh,
Yeah, I think for me, ideal would be where, one is definitely the work-life balance, but also where you don't have a gender bias. Because a lot of companies do struggle for that. But still, if you see in any company you take, as you progress in the hierarchy, the number of women leaders are very, very less. Companies are trying to encourage that still, but somewhere women try to tend to give more importance to family life, because of which their work struggles. If the companies are able to manage that better, I think it will be good for everybody.
And has this job been your dream job since when you were a kid?
For me, yes.
For me, I don't know. So I probably haven't found my dream, what I wanted to do yet. So I'm still struggling to find it. So it keeps changing. For me, dream was evolving. There's nothing like, okay, that's the star I want to get in. So it's been incrementally evolving and still evolving.
But I think that is true for, like, even if you ask for me also, even though this was my dream job, but that doesn't mean dreams don't change. So if you ask me now, I think now my priorities may be a little different. But yes, this was, and I'm happy where I am, but if given an option, I would want to do something else now. Enough of this types. Not that this is not my dream job. Okay, can I do something different?
What other jobs would you like to explore?
Like crazy jobs like scuba diving instructor, or maybe climbing a huge mountain or something like that.
It's not a job, it's a hobby.
That's
Well,
true.
you get paid for teaching other people to scuba dive, and you get paid for setting up.
You know how there are rafting instructors,
Okay.
adventure camp.
Okay.
Anything
Crazy
crazy.
job.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I think people who work in IT won't get to. So I work in healthcare, where we build software for patients and software for doctors. Would be the crazy thing would be to be on the other side with the doctors and with the people, or so crazy things like, I always love teaching. So I've been teaching to people. Yeah, teaching to someone in a tribal village would be crazy to make them understand, what the education is actually about. Crazy to teach people illiterates to what things mean for them. So I think something which I wanted to try.
For me, a crazy job would be drop everything and learn about Indian culture, history about India, how it evolved, what is the significance of different, what we have.
Hi, my name is Prakashita from Santa Maria, and I'm Swapna. What's your name?
My name is Olga. I'm from Russia, and I'm working here for 4 years.
What's your occupation?
Occupation, I'm the student affairs officer.
How did you get into the stream?
How did I get in the stream? See, I had some experience in administration, and when I came to India, I was looking for a job. So I got a proposal related to administrative part. So now I'm here.
And how is your degree helping you in this job?
Frankly speaking, it did not help me because my degree is completely different, and this work is different. But in general, yes, it's helped me. Higher education always helps, right? So, and my experience helped me basically, not higher education, to get this particular job.
So are you satisfied with your job?
I'm satisfied, yes, otherwise I would not work.
So what is your ideal job and environment?
Ideal job environment. See, there should be some culture in job environment, right, which we have to follow. We have to respect our colleagues, right? We have to follow particular rules and regulations. So it should be friendly, basically. It should be friendly to employ. It should be also friendly to people who are involved in the process. So, ideal job like you have to be, you should like what you do. That's what. That is my ideal job. If I like it, if I enjoy it, that is my. What else you want? From that. So you have to enjoy your job. That's what. You have to feel that you can, help others and you can contribute something new, or you can contribute something from your experience to your place. So if you are appreciated also, if you feel.
Hi, I'm Swapna from Santa Maria International School. What's your name?
My name is Dr. Pooboni.
What's your occupation?
I'm a doctor.
And how did you get into this stream?
I liked working as a doctor since I was a child. So after going through the initial qualifications, I applied for joining medicine as a course, that is MBBS. I succeeded in that. Afterwards, it followed by obtaining further super specialty degrees at places like Postgraduate Institute, Chandigarh, UK and Canada.
And how did your degree help with getting this job?
My degree helps me because for saving patients' lives, one has to be qualified and continue with the traditions of medical profession. It's a noble job. It helps people when they are very unwell to make them better. I have experience from India. I also worked in United Kingdom for 18 years, besides working in Canada and partly in USA.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your job?
Yes, I am satisfied. Majority of the times you will be able to help patients. So it's always satisfying when patients get better and show this progress with recovery.
Okay. What is your ideal job and working environment?
My ideal job working environment is when I am able to help each and everybody in this place with limited resources available for us for saving lives. So one has to focus a lot on preventing infection, preventing diseases, etc. and treat them whenever possible.
Has this job been your dream job since when you were a kid?
Yes, it is. I wanted to be a doctor since I was a child. It's not easy, it is difficult, but I'm satisfied I reached there.
And what other jobs would you like to explore?
I would like to be an interior designer because I like decorating the house the way it looks like. So this is another dream job I have been thinking of. Maybe I will try it after my retirement.
Okay, thank you.